What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today with the review for Love and Marriage DC Season 2, Episode 3. Parents just don't understand, you guys. Now, before we go ahead and get into this, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and are subscribed, then stop taking me out on a date and having me pay for it. Now, if you want to continue to take me on this date and make me pay for it, that's fine too. If you feel like you want to like the video, like it. If you want to subscribe to the channel, subscribe. If you want to turn on your post notifications, do that as well. If you want to share the video, do that. Now, without further ado, let's discuss Love and Marriage DC, shall we? All right, you guys. So this episode opens up and we are with Winter and Arena. So Winter is reading off the receipts that she had where they were saying that both Jamie and Arena were, Jason was never really with them. He was in a school, he aged out of the school. So when he aged out, they brought him back home and they brought her mother there so that she can take care of Jason while they go out in the streets. Now, Winter. I like Winter a whole lot. And if you guys didn't watch me last Monday on Chef Don Don's channel, I said it then, and I'll say it again. Winter is a parent herself. So I just don't understand why you even took this and ran with it. Like, how would you feel if somebody said something about your children? It just doesn't make sense to me, and I was with Arena. Like, why did you entertain this? Like, now Winter said she didn't respond to it, but you didn't respond to it, but you took a screenshot of it to keep it. So you had ulterior motives with doing so, from my personal opinion. It just gave that you had ulterior motives, right? So they're talking, and they're talking about social media, the fact that they blocked each other, and the fact that Arena basically said that, if I catch you in the streets, I'll show you who's mute. Now, Arena, I love Arena, but the way that did read, it did read that basically like, oh, you think I'm so mute? Well, if I see you in public, I'm gonna show you who's mute. And whenever you say something like that, you typically mean if I catch you on the streets, I'm gonna beat that ass. But they settle on there. They're not friends. They're not going to be friends. And Arena left. Honestly, I don't even know why Arena really showed up. Nothing conducive came from this. This could have been, actually, like Winter said, this really could have been a text message. It really could have been. So we see Ashley. So Ashley went to go see her mom to discuss the book. And kind of like what I said last week, you guys, I still feel like there's something with the mother that we don't know. I'm not saying that she's a drug addict, but I'm saying that it's either giving drug addict tease or mental illness. Because even if you listen to what her mother, so Ashley was talking to her mom about, her not taking accountability and the fact that she felt like she could read that book and learn how to take accountability. The mother feels like she does take accountability. I will say you don't take accountability because your daughter is telling you how she feels and you're not even listening to what your daughter says, right? So Ashley tells her mom that, when she was 16, we all know the story. Ashley said her mom left her when she was 16 to go live with the man, right? So her mother doesn't dispute that she went to go stay with the man. Her mother is saying that, yeah, I left, but I took care of the bills here. Your sister was here. Your godbrother was here. Ma'am, you're wrong. And then she sat there and told Ashley, you were 16, you were a grown woman. 16 years old is not grown. I know when we get to be 15, 16, 17, 18, we think we're grown, right? But we're not. 16 through, I would say from 16 until, actually, 16 to 20, you're not really grown. Even when you turn 18, 19, and 20, you're not really, in my personal opinion, you're not grown. I don't even think you're grown at 21. I don't think you're grown until you are, one, living on your own, taking care of yourself, right? I think when you are, but even when you say you're grown, especially in your 20s, you're still learning and you're still growing and you're still developing as an adult. I don't think you really get a full grasp of what life really is until you reach your late 20s and you're getting ready to hit your 30s. Because that's how I feel about myself. I said I was grown at 25, 26. I don't really feel like I grew up until late 26, early 27, getting ready to go into my 30s. And I'm just about to be 34 this year, right? So her mom, I'm siding with Ashley. Her mom is wrong. You cannot sit here and say, yes, I left the house, and yes, I took care of the bills. Yes, I did this. Yes, I did that. But you weren't physically present to be a part of your daughter's life. And that's basically what Ashley is telling you. And her mother doesn't want to hear that. And I have an issue. I have a huge issue with her mother with that situation. It's like, your child is telling you, I needed you. That's basically what she's saying. I needed you and you were not there for me. I want you guys to just let me know what you think in the comments, and we're going to talk about it there. But let's pause here and move forward. Like, I just did not agree with her mom at all. So we see Joy and Clifton. So they're out looking for some scents for the beard oil, and Joy and Clifton start talking about the wedding. So, do I have to agree with Joy? I feel like I gotta agree with Joy. This is gonna be a tough pill to swallow. They're talking about the wedding. So Joy doesn't want a big, lavish, over-the-top wedding, right? Joy is someone who only really just cares about getting married to Clifton. And I was like, wow, you don't really see that too often. And there's nothing wrong with women who, want the lavish wedding, right? But it's really, and like I say about like I've said about Jen from Family Reunion, it's some people, it's the pomp and circumstance, right? And there's nothing wrong with the pomp and circumstance. But if you know that this is the person that you want to spend your life with, you'll get married however you have to get married, right? Now, Joy did lose me because she's talking about they met on television, they got engaged on television, so what's for her? But I'm like, but you're on this here show. So how are you saying what's for you when you met on reality TV, you got engaged on national television, and now you're back on reality television talking about your life and your story? That is a contradiction. Just saying. That's all I got for them. So we see Quick. So Quick is planning a surprise party for Ashley, and he's enlisted the help of Alicia, right? So he's talking about the fact that Ashley and Alicia, they're pretty much fashionably late, but he wants Alicia to be there on time, right? So then we see Ashley. So Ashley was telling Alicia about her visit with her mother and how the conversation didn't go well. And I love what Ashley's friend Alicia said to her. I love what she said to her about her mother. So your mother not taking accountability or owning up to it, it has nothing to do with you. It's really more so about your mother. And I was like, exactly. And I think once Ashley can internalize that in her head and realize it's not me, it's her. I was about to say something. I was about to get personal with you guys, but I'm not gonna do it. But I've had a situation similar to that where, how do I want to say this? How do I want to say this and not mention her? I've had a similar situation where it felt like for years someone was blaming me for decisions that were made for me. And I didn't have a say so. At the time, I didn't have a say so in, you guys can kind of guess where I'm going. I didn't have a say so in who raised me. I didn't have a say so in any of that stuff for 14 years of my life. And someone else made those decisions for me. But then that person who made those decisions for me at the time, she has done things like what Ashley's mom is doing. She has deflected. She's blamed other people. And if she's, I hope she's not watching this video because, I mean, but I've told you, but if she is, I've told you how I felt. I feel like you deflect and I feel like you blame other people for the decisions that you made regarding me almost 34 years ago. And I've said it here. I've said it plenty of times that I don't blame you for what you did. I've never been upset with you for what you did. I just, I've never blamed you. Didn't blame you then, don't blame you now. I hope you can find peace in your life. Just like Ashley's mom, I hope that both of y'all can find peace because it's kind of sad when you see people who they make decisions and then once they finally have to live with those decisions, they realize that maybe they regret what they did. So with that regret, they then start placing that regret onto other people that it shouldn't be placed on. But that's really all I got for that. Let's pause here and move forward, you guys. So we see Arena and Jamie. So Arena and Jamie, they were getting ready to go for a run, and Arena told Jamie about her meeting with Winter. He's wondering, why did you even go sit down with Winter, which is actually a good question, right? Jamie feels like it's just a lot of hate and bullshit. I don't think it's hate coming from Winter. I think what it is, it might be people who possibly knew you guys or knew you guys through passing, didn't like you like that, and said, "Ooh, let me go get this woman whatever information I think I have on them," right? And here's something that I do want to talk about, you guys. Social media with this show, it's not as bad as social media is with Love and Marriage Huntsville, but the cast, they really do be on social media, Twitter more specifically, and they are always defending everything, because I saw last night that Jamie had posted pictures of him and the family, and they had Jason with them. I was like, oh my God, you don't have to, like, everything doesn't deserve a response. If you and Arena know that you were the best parents that you could have been to Jason, you don't have to answer to anybody. And I just want them to do that. I want them to stop. Stop always responding. Stop. So then, you guys, I want to pause here and wrap up this episode. So we see Quick, so we're at the surprise party. That's not really a surprise party for Ashley, right? The only thing I want to say about Quick is, Quick, when it comes to the shirts, can we go up just one size? Can we go one size up? Because your shirts are always giving Winnie the Pooh. They're very young. They're very tight. They're very snug, if you know what I mean. Like you look like you're about to, they look like a maternity shirt, just a little bit. No shade, just saying. So before the party, they find out that what's her name? What is her name, you guys? Alicia was involved in a car accident. That woman that came back to work for Ashley with the wig, whoever did that wig, fire them. So Quick doesn't want to tell Ashley. He wants to wait until they get home. I don't necessarily think that was a good idea, because this is her best friend. This is her sister. Because if somebody did that to me with my best friend, I would be pissed. So Ashley, she kept asking throughout the party about Alicia, and Quick said, "I'll tell you later," right? So then they talk about Joy. So Joy and Clifton are not there because they were in Guatemala. And so Sherelle starts talking about, the fact that I guess somebody did an interview with Joy. She went to go look at Joy's Instagram and she was blocked by Joy. And Black says that he's blocked by her as well. So then Black is saying he doesn't know what the issue is between him and her. Now, they were in the band together. Now, she did become friends with one of his exes, but he doesn't know what the issue is. I'm like, sir, I think I know what the issue is. I think I finally put two and two what the issue is. Were you messing with Joy and Joe X at the same time, and they became friends and found out? That's what it's giving. Now, what I don't understand is, why did she block Sherelle? That I don't understand, but I'm sure we'll get into it, why she did it. So then Arena tells Ashley that Joy felt the way about her and Alicia, when they were talking about her going, to the, speak at Marjorie and Steve Harvey's event. And it really wasn't that deep. Did I say Ashley was being a little bit mean and harsh with it? Absolutely, but it wasn't that deep to me personally, right? So then Jamie thanks Quick for stepping in at Jason's party with him and little Jamie, because little Jamie, he listened to it, and I'm like, it's exactly what I've been saying. It's your delivery, it's your tone. You just gotta realize, think about how you talk to your child. So they then do talk about the fact that little Jamie has talked about, unliving himself, right? And Jamie says that he's been doing this for 8 years now. I was like, sir, there is no timeline on, you realize people do make multiple attempts. Sometimes they're unsuccessful and they try again. Like people who have, unlived themselves have people who have unlived themselves probably didn't do it that one time. They probably have done it multiple times in the past, and it just wasn't for them a success, right? And I hate to say it in that term, but I know for them it probably felt like, it wasn't a good attempt at taking their lives, right? I'll give you guys a good example of somebody who I know who dealt with, those thoughts, and they're no longer here. He's a YouTuber, and I watched him a lot. Ty Couture, rest in peace to him. Ty Couture, I know that he struggled with unliving himself. He struggled with it. He made so many. I know he made quite a few attempts before he actually went through and did it. Like I know he made multiple attempts before he actually took his own life. So for Jamie to say that he's been doing this since he was 16, why haven't y'all sat down with this boy and got him some therapy, some help? They're saying he's crying out for attention. He is asking for attention. He's asking you guys for help. That's a cry for help. It's not attention like look at me. It's attention that I don't feel good in my life. I don't feel like I have anything to live for. He is asking you for some help. And for Jamie to just sit there and dismiss it, I did not like that. I couldn't sit there and just listen to that. It was honestly, to be real with you guys, it was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. And then for him to call little Jamie a bum, I have nothing to say. So Quick finally did tell Ashley about Alicia, and she was upset, and I knew she would be, right? And then Ashley, for you to tell that man he ain't got no real friendships and he ain't got no friends, I was like, that's kind of harsh. Yikes. But let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, share the video, and until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Hopefully, if you guys didn't watch my Instagram, sorry that these videos are late. Those fire alarms went off in the building, so we were outside for about 30 minutes or so. Everything is fine now, but yeah, we're back. Also, you guys, I know I didn't do Married at First Sight this week. I didn't actually watch the episode. I'm gonna actually watch it one day this week, and we will be back with Married at First Sight this Wednesday. I promise you guys. You don't have to worry about it. I know I missed this week's episode from what Misha said in her community tab that the episode was boring. I kind of figured it was, but we'll be back to it, you guys. We'll be back to Married at First Sight this Wednesday, and I will see you guys then. Well, no, I won't see you guys then. I'll see you guys for Potomac, and I still have to do Real Housewives of Miami, so I feel like I'm gonna do Real Housewives of Miami and Potomac on the same. I think I'm gonna do them tonight. I know the Grammys is tonight, but I don't know when I'm gonna do them. It might be tonight or it might be Monday, but I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.